Prince Andrew gives up royal titles, including Duke of York, after tense discussion with the king. Welcome, royal enthusiasts. You're tuned into Crown Chronicles, the home of unfiltered palace secrets, royal revelations, and scandals straight from the throne room. If you love diving deep into the twists and turns of royal life, then make sure you hit that subscribe button, smash the like, and ring the notification bell, because today's story is one of the most shocking royal developments of the decade, and trust me, you don't want to miss a second of it, because today we are witnessing the fall of a prince. After years of speculation, silence, and scandal, Prince Andrew has officially surrendered his remaining royal titles, including his long-held title as the Duke of York, following a private but reportedly tense discussion with King Charles. No more His Royal Highness, no more Duke of York, no more royal status, just Andrew. But how did it come to this? What really happened between the king and his disgraced brother? Was it a voluntary decision, or a royal ultimatum? Let's rewind. Because what unfolded behind palace walls is nothing short of historic. Picture this: Buckingham Palace. Early morning. A quiet summons arrives at Royal Lodge, Prince Andrew's residence, informing him that His Majesty King Charles wishes to see him. Not for a ceremonial engagement. Not for a family lunch. But for what insiders describe as a final conversation. A decision point. A reckoning. For years, Prince Andrew has been shielded from the public eye. Ever since his disastrous BBC Newsnight interview in 2019, where his attempt to clear his name sent his reputation crashing even further, he's lived in what many call royal limbo, stripped of duties, exiled from public appearances, but still clinging to his title and identity as the Duke of York. But King Charles is on a mission, to protect the integrity of the monarchy at all costs. From the moment he ascended to the throne, he vowed to slim down the royal family, reduce public backlash, and eliminate internal scandals. And in the eyes of many, Andrew was the final stain yet to be removed. So when Andrew entered that private room, reportedly without aides, without staff, and without legal counsel, it wasn't brother greeting brother, it was monarch facing liability, and the king, according to palace insiders, did not mince words. This time, there would be no negotiations. No appeals to dignity. No clinging to tradition. Andrew was told, gently but firmly, for the sake of the crown, you must step away entirely. Sources claim the conversation grew emotional. Andrew, once the Queen's rumored favorite son, now faced complete removal from the royal identity he was born into. There were raised voices. Long silences. Shock. Perhaps even disbelief, but ultimately, he agreed. Or rather, he had no choice, and so came the statement, carefully worded. Yet seismic in impact, Prince Andrew would relinquish all remaining royal titles, beginning with the most symbolic, Duke of York, a title he had held since 1986, traditionally given to the monarch's second son. A title worn with honor by figures like King George VI before he ascended the throne. A title now erased, gone, just like that. For the first time in modern British history, a senior royal born into privilege has been fully stripped of both royal duty and royal identity. Let that sink in. No military roles. No HRH style. No ducal title, just Mr. Andrew Windsor. But what happens now? That's where this story gets even more complicated, and far more intriguing. While palace officials would prefer that Andrew simply fade quietly into retirement, those close to him claim he has no intention of disappearing. In fact, whispers suggest he's already exploring ways to rebuild his public image. Perhaps through charity work. Perhaps through private business. Perhaps, unbelievably, even media appearances. But here's the catch: without titles, without royal protection, and without public sympathy, can Andrew survive outside the palace framework? Or will he struggle to adapt to life as an untitled citizen? Even more pressing, will he be allowed to remain at Royal Lodge, his luxurious residence on the Windsor estate? Some insiders believe Charles may soon insist on reclaiming that property too, not out of cruelty, but to send a clear message. The monarchy is not a lifelong entitlement. It is a responsibility, and for those who violate it, consequences will follow, but Andrew's downfall doesn't just affect him. It sends shockwaves through the entire House of Windsor. For King Charles, it's a defining moment, one that shows he is willing to sacrifice family for the preservation of the institution. A firm, decisive king, determined to modernize. For Prince William, watching closely from the wings, it sets a precedent for his future reign. If one day he faces controversy among relatives, will he continue the same iron approach? For Princess Beatrice and Princess Eugenie, it places them in an agonizing position. They adore their father. They've always stood by him. But will they now face public pressure to choose between family loyalty and royal alignment? And, let's not ignore this, for Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, this situation is loaded with implications. If Andrew can lose his titles while living on royal grounds, could further actions be taken against them? Or will this be seen as proof that the monarchy does enforce accountability, regardless of rank? The public reaction. Divided, some are celebrating this as a long overdue step, a necessary move to protect the monarchy's honor. Others believe it's humiliating, excessive, and cruel, stripping a man of everything he was born to be. And then there are those questioning if this is only the first domino. Could more royal reckonings be coming? Is this the beginning of a new era, where monarchy meets modern justice, or is it simply a carefully staged move to appease the public? But now, I turn it over to you, the voice of the royal watchers. Was King Charles right to strip Prince Andrew of his titles? Should Andrew be allowed a path to redemption, or is his royal chapter permanently closed? Should he be forced out of royal properties too, or left to live in quiet exile? And perhaps most importantly, does this decision make you more or less confident in King Charles as a leader? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, because I'll be reading every single one. Your opinions matter, not just for this channel, but for the future of royal storytelling. If you've been glued to this breakdown and want more raw, unscripted truth from inside the palace walls, then don't forget to subscribe to Crown Chronicles, where we uncover the secrets they don't want us to speak. More revelations are coming. More royal earthquakes are on the horizon, and when the next bombshell drops, we'll be right here, ready to uncover it. Thanks for watching. Until next time, stay curious, stay royal, and stay tuned to Crown Chronicles.